What is up, guys? It is your man Evil Eye Dre here, coming at you again with another Call of Duty Black Ops 7 video. And in today's video, I want to talk to you guys about why a lot of people are still playing this game at this point. Because a lot of the stuff that I run into in lobbies, a lot of the playstyles that I see on a day-to-day basis, a lot of the overall meta abusage that I see in a lot of these lobbies tells me that people like just kind of play the game one way, and they kind of either finish the game on a good note, happy, or end the game on a bad note, frustrated. So first off, when we're talking about this game, I want to start off by saying, before I get into anything, that this gameplay y'all watching in the back is probably my best Black Ops 7 gameplay. Like this, and it's crazy because every time I hop on a game personally, I try to use different weapons so that I have a different experience. You know what I'm saying? I'm not constantly hopping on this game using the M15 every time I'm on it, spamming the Maddox every time I'm on it, spamming a Dravik every time I'm on it. Like, I actually use different weapons and try to challenge myself to get nukes with different guns. But basically, in this video, as you guys can see, y'all already can see that I'm using the DS-20. So like literally, like, man, you know what I'm saying, this gun is fire. I just feel like that it doesn't get enough love personally, but I'm gonna go ahead and drop a spoiler. Your boy drops a nuke in this video, but probably one of my better nukes I've had. But I feel like the problem with the reason why a lot of people hop on this game and they get irritated or they just don't have fun is because you're not really playing this game with a purpose. And here's what I mean. You know, if you come on the game and you have it in your mind, you know what, I'm going to try to drop a couple of nukes today. You know what, I'm going to try to stay alive longer today. You know what, I'm going to try out this new gun that I've never used before and try to drop high streaks with it. When you challenge yourself and try to use shit that you don't normally use, I feel like that's how you can have a revigorating time on a game. The issue arises from when you play the game and you basically come out and you play the game the same way every day. Now, with that, I also would like to talk about the fact that when it comes down to the whole situation of how pubs is at this point in time, obviously we still haven't gotten season 2 reloaded yet, but from my experience so far as a person who plays public matches a lot, I can, basically tell you that your lobbies are going to be either one or two ways. Now, first off, the matchmaking is not the same matchmaking as it was at the start of the game, because when I first played this game, at the start of the game, it like felt like it really did have open matchmaking. Yeah, you would find some sweaty lobbies, but if you lobby shopped, you could find good lobbies. Now, during season 1 Reloaded, I remember that I decided to test out console only, and it felt like that I had found a gold mine. I mean, like literally every other lobby, I was dropping high kills, high streaks, damn near a nuke every game and shit. But now it's different. Now I feel like either everybody done learned about the sauce, or basically the game, tweak the matchmaking, which I wouldn't put it past them that they actually tweak the matchmaking. But honestly, like the game itself for me hasn't been the worst. You just gotta know how to play what you playing. You see, like me, I change my streaks up. I change up what weapons I'm using. One game I might use HKDs. One game I might use a Legion. One game I might use a War Machine. If you want to have fun on Call of Duty, like there's nothing that you can do to make that the regular gameplay fun. Because at the end of the day, at its core, this game is nothing more than run, aim, shoot. Position, aim, shoot. There's nothing that you can personally do to change that. But what you can do is change what you use to aim and shoot with. You can use a shotgun one game. You can use an SMG one game. You can use an AR one game. Now, I will admit, I do kind of hate how in like current Call of Duty, it's all about using meta, bro. Like every lobby is somebody using meta, and I just never understand it. I swear I thought I saw somebody coming this way, and of course, in typical COD time and fashion, soon as I run after being pre-aimed, I die. But as you guys see, you know what I'm saying, I died off my streak, but now it's time for me to go ahead and start beaming shit. I'm telling you right now, this DS-20 Mirage, this is probably one of my favorite ARs in the game right now. It's a 4-shot kill. It has no recoil. This shit is nasty. I don't know why I don't see this gun more over the M15. I feel like everybody just love using the M15 for some reason. I don't even like the M15 like that. But then me personally, and every COD I play, I never really like using the meta. To me, I like going against the meta. If everybody's using one specific AR, I'll go out my way to make sure that I'm not maining that AR. Or if everybody's using a certain SMG, I'll go out my way to make sure I'm not maining that SMG. I don't like being like everybody else. It's ways you can play the game and have fun without having to use the best shit 24/7. And I feel like personally, in today's day and age of Call of Duty, nobody seems to understand that you can use whatever and actually attempt to have fun. You don't always got to use some broken OP shit, but at the end of the day, people are going to use what they want to use because in everybody's mind, they got to use the best shit to get the best results. Yeah, I show y'all gameplay in and out how I use different shit and I still succeed. All you need is good fucking map knowledge, good map positioning. You can just have decent gunny and be decent for real. But like, man, like honestly, like you don't even. But me personally, you feel me? I'd be accurate as fuck. I don't know. Like I said, this was the game that I decided that I wanted to get a monitor, and like I definitely can feel the difference in my gameplay. I can be more aggressive now than I used to be back at first because I know I can actually get the kill. Whereas in the past, I'd be aggressive and I kind of have to watch my gunfights. We're getting close to season 2 reloaded, which means we're gonna start getting, you know what I'm saying, the maps that we supposed to have in the game, your firing range, the new Yemen remake, and that what was that one map that we just had in BO6? The one that was like a skate park. I forgot what the fuck the name is off the top of my head. But at some point I'm pretty sure I'll probably type the title like right now. You'll see it on the screen. But literally, like, I mean, to be honest with you, I've played all these maps all this point, and it's kind of to the point where I'm kind of like, like I'm gonna still play them and I'm gonna still drop nukes on them, obviously. And that's kind of how I have fun. I hop on COD every day. Well, not every day. I can't even sit here and lie. I would love to hop on COD every day, but this shit be irritating. So most days I'm hopping on Call of Duty just so I can have a good time with my friends, and I use whatever I feel like using at the time. Some days I feel like using meta shit. Some days I'm using shit like the Maddox. Some days I'm using shit like whatever the newest gun is. It all comes down to it for real, for real. But if you want to have a good time playing Call of Duty these days, I recommend that you hop on the game with something that you want to go for. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you don't have to hop on Call of Duty every time with the idea that you're hopping on this shit so you can grind. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong. Back in the day, I used to enjoy playing the game for long sessions, long ass hours, hella fun gameplay with my friends and shit. That was great. But as an adult, I honestly feel like that at the end of the day, if you want to make the most out of your time on a game, just play something that you don't normally play, use something you don't normally use, and challenge yourself to get a high streak with it. That is the best way to actually, you know what I'm saying, guarantee yourself that you will literally be having a good time. If you hop on this game with a negative mindset, like, yeah, you know, I already know this game is going to hold me, I already know I'm going to get bullshitted, you're not going to have a good time. You're not. I feel like one of the issues with this game a lot of times is that people, too many times, hop on this game with the grind mindset that they need to go on there and unlock something. They need to go on there and get this camo. And after they get this camo and after they unlock whatever they need to unlock, you know, it feels like it was a grind. The idea of playing a game is that the game is supposed to be something that's supposed to relieve stress. You're supposed to be able to hop on a game and, you know what I'm saying, not have to think about everyday life. Maybe you're somebody who's, I don't know, maybe you're going through it. Maybe, you know, maybe you playing a game, maybe your parents divorced, maybe you divorced your wife, maybe you caught your wife cheating, maybe work has been terrible for you. Maybe you've been, you know what I'm saying, just having the worst days possible. You're supposed to be able to hop on a game and have a good time. You shouldn't be able to just hop on a game and feel like that you're going through the same stress that you're going through in real life, which is the reason why a lot of people don't like playing Call of Duty these days and don't like playing the game. As I get the nuke right there, you feel me, with the gunny. I'm telling y'all, bro, I'm different with this DS-20. I love this gun. This low-key is probably one of my favorite ARs, and it's weird because I didn't even know I liked this AR like that, but I'm not, but hey, I'm him with this shit. Like, literally, I be shitting on GB Sweats when I use this shit, overusing the M15. I don't know, man. Hop on the game and have a good time without having to use the best shit. That was what we used to do back in time with COD, And if lobbies is your problem, if you feel like that, you just can't find that right lobby to actually have fun in, let me be the first to tell you. I know that we're in the Call of Duty era where skill-based matchmaking has kind of trained our brains into whatever lobby we load into, that's what we find. If you're a person who just got through 2 boxing, obviously you assume that, if you get into a good lobby and you see low levels, oh, this is going to be a bot lobby. Well, let me just be the first to say, just because you see low levels in a lobby do not mean that they suck. It could be good players on Smurf accounts who decided not to prestige. And on top of that, like a lot of times it be prestige masters, people who be high levels who also suck. So pick your poison. Don't always assume that level equates to skill. But if you guys agree with everything I said in today's video, please be sure to drop a like, subscribe, turn on notifications if you're new. And with all that being said, guys, my name's Evil Andre. Smacking lobbies is my hobby. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to drop a like, subscribe, turn on notifications if you're new. And I will see all of you guys in the next one. Peace out.